Hey everyone, it's two for week because it's going to be a bi-weekly reading this week, April 10th, and that's because of the full moon on Tuesday. So I'm pre-recording this. I'm going to load it to my YouTube before Tuesday so you guys can see the energy that's surfacing for all of the signs. And if you aren't feeling your sign energy, and this could be with my readings that I do more regularly now with the signs, not my collective readings that are Monday through Sunday, but like these energy updates that are going to be for new and full moons and anything, it'll say it's an astrological sign related energy reading so you can get it pinpointed for your sign. Well, if you're not feeling it and you're not feeling it in the newspaper and other places where you read astrological information as far as energy is concerned, you could be reading the wrong sign. I do Vedic astrology and I found that many charts are a degree or a sign rather ahead. So instead of being a Cancer or a Leo, rather, you might be a Cancer. Instead of being a Cancer, you might be a Gemini. And that shows up in Vedic astrology because it's 24 degrees more precise in its prediction and the way that it breaks down the sky. So really, if you're not resonating with those readings, I could go ahead and get a Vedic astrology reading done with you, and we can go ahead and see what your sign potentially could be, and you could get more clarity that way. But this full moon is a lush pink moon, and it's situated in the sign of Libra right now, and this is a unified sign. That's it's very diplomatic, generous, and it's balanced, fair, gracious, and it brings together harmonious unions, and that's going to generate fair and just outcomes. So consider it like getting what you deserve. And with these returns, this full moon is sort of setting the stage for that. We are going to be illuminating what we got from our past actions, and we're going to be dealing with issues and problems from what we didn't resolve with the last retrogrades. So anyways, this full moon is a balancing of the scales. It's staged to occur emotionally, mentally, socially, all over the spectrum. It's really, this balancing is creating peace and harmony. While it looks like destruction and chaos is going on and the stage is being set for war, literally, there's a war going on within all of us too, to either do the work and maintain the progress that we know we need to do, or give up and feel defeated. And that was part of the energy report that I had done already this week, and that's loaded already, so you can go ahead and check that out or subscribe and not miss any of those updates. But anyhow, you can't like succumb to this defeat. You have to rise up and meet this vision of yourself and vibrate at this higher level and higher frequency. And it's all mirroring, the world at large is mirroring this really deep inner work that we're all doing. So we're making tough decisions. It's hard. It's hard for you. It's hard for me. It's hard for everybody. So be conscious of that energy wise. And with this Libra moon, we'll have the ability to face our fears and confront our issues a bit more head on, with balance and clarity and understanding. And then we will activate and ascend, and there will be more time for like putting yourself as a priority, making yourself on that to-do list, and being a hero instead of a victim. All of that is going to be within your power this new moon forward. So if you want harmony in your life, you've got to work for it. Really, you hold the keys to that. And if you watched the energy report, that was all about this week's energy. And while I don't even use the astrological systems to do my energy reports, it lines up perfectly because it's just that divine. So I've included readings that I'm going to go over for each of the signs, and then you can go ahead and get a Vedic report with me if you need more clarity and want to see if you are a Cancer instead of a Leo, or a Gemini instead of a Cancer, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to start off with Aries, and I will try to put the times below when each sign goes, but it's not going to be that long, so you may want to just watch them all. Aries, you need to work on your patience, especially when it comes to manifesting. So you like want, and then you want to receive immediately, and that's just not how it works, because it's got to be built. It goes to the elves and the universe, and they start helping you manifest this. So it's not that instantaneous. Some things are, and we are with like such a thin veil right now. People are manifesting things immediately, but these things take a little longer that you want to manifest. So think in terms of 3, 6, 9 when making your goals. Make that weeks, months, years. And then in addition to that, if that feels a little too far for you because you want more immediacy in your life, do it by the days, 3, 6, 9 days. So, and then make that to-do list, make that goal list, set those priorities for yourself, and make yourself committed to creating the action. You're a fire starter, Aries, and this is your month to do that. So either way, you'll notice more results by doing this. And with that 3, 6, 9 approach, those are just great sacred numbers to work with. The 3 is a number of unity and divisive action to create more, and by that I mean like 4 would be a foundational number. And really, you can just look into numerology, especially with my deck that I'm offering. We'll go into numerology there through the houses 1 through 12, and it's just a lot of fun. But anyways, be more consistent with your growth. You've got a lot of passion and all this courage, but what good is that if you're not consistent? Your mood or temper is also hindering your life in so many ways right now, Aries. You need to see how you are affecting other people around you by the way you are acting out in an emotional way. And then in addition to that, it seems like you're seeking attention from this sort of behavior, and these areas need your attention rather. Your energy this full moon is a hunger moon. So are you hungry for more? Is there too much on your plate? If you've got to put in the work, you've got to put in the work manifesting what you want. So if you're hungry for more, you're going to have to go out there and go get it. And anything that you want and anything that you really, truly, truly, truly would like to have in your life, it requires respect and dedication and patience, and then it'll pay off. So just stay focused. Your purpose and your power are fueled by this fire that's within you, but it gets satiated so fast that you're not hungry anymore. You almost like bite off more than you can chew, and then you're done with it and you toss it to the side and it never really gets finished. So you need to be a better manager of your time and action as far as, making it, completing it. And there can be an exchange that's off. So that's what I'm saying. Like you're taking too much or not giving enough, or you're giving too much and not getting enough in return. It's up to you. In addition to that, I also went ahead and pulled a chakra card for you guys. And it suggested to me that you need to work on your flow here, your service and seva. So your duty to self and others, they're just off. So you're either giving too much and getting very little in return, or you're disguising yourself as giving a lot and you're really not. Either way, if your actions aren't in line with your highest self, most authentic, higher power, what you're doing isn't really serving you and others the best. So really just evaluate the energy that you're putting out there, because it's really creating many of your problems. Taurus, it's up for you now in the sky with me. So we're going to look at your energy with the full moon. And it looks like you need to work on yielding to others and situations. Your stubborn nature has you creating some, just really unnecessary issues. And it can even generate ideas of jealousy or possessive habits that you used to have that are coming up again. With all these retrogrades, we're reverting back to some bad behavior that needs to be addressed, some bad habits that need to be looked at and double checked. So changes have got to be made mentally, emotionally, perhaps even physically with you right now. This could be with your location, appearance, or even just your living situation, how you're living, what you're surrounding yourself with. You are dependable and you're loyal and true, and this could have you pretty stuck in a situation because you almost you're okay with it this way. You aren't really willing to change things because of your comfort. And while you might be suffering in some areas, you feel comfortable in other areas. So you're not going to do anything about it because you might suffer more. You worry that you'll suffer more. But really, that's just an illusion. So it's time you shake up the stability and that you've created for yourself and for others, and see where there are cracks in the foundation, because that's where you need the work. And you just need to focus on yourself. And if you're doing so much for others, or if you've gotten lazy, get back in a routine for, you know, self-duty. Be easy on yourself. And then the energy card I pulled for you is, it might seem a little bit cliche right now, but it really is true. It's the phases card, and this is just a phase in life. This too shall pass, and it might seem difficult right now. It seems like you're wading through a lot more bullshit than others, but it's just ripening you up. You're getting a bit more tough and you know, better for everybody else and yourself. And it's just, you're going to be more pure and honest and authentic. This growth, it hurts because it's like, it's hitting some triggers for you. So, out of these cracks though, is going to emerge, you know, the light that's really within you. So feel to heal and reveal. This is going to go into the deepest parts of your soul, this full moon, probably the energy. It's penetrating, and it's hard, and just don't get stuck in this void. That's almost what I feel like it is. It's like you're comfortable enough to not change things, and that's not safe for anybody, because you're jeopardizing the people around you that you're just giving half of yourself to. You're jeopardizing your life, your future, and your, you know, your destiny by not doing more for yourself. So don't get stuck. You are going to work your way up and out of this rut. And don't settle for less. That's what I'm saying. You know, you don't settle, and don't be just comfortable. You absolutely deserve better than this. And while change and making these, you know, transitions is uncomfortable, it's going to make you that much more adaptable and comfortable in all kinds of situations. So you want to be comfortable, but you aren't going to jeopardize your comfort a little bit to be even more comfortable. And that's just what you've got to deal with. That's on you. Gemini, all about you now in the moon. And it's, for you, there's work here on anxiety and fears, a little bit of nerves centered around making some major decisions in your life, or you've already made those changes in your life, and now you're afraid of, you know, following through and getting the action and getting in there and getting it done. So you've already said you're going to do something, or you've already committed to change, and you're actually like, oh man, I really got to do this now. So just like Aries, a little bit of consistency is key, more regularity, more scheduling, more time management, and routine. As far as goal setting goes, you need to do that more daily. The new moon situation isn't working for you. You get a little bit out of sequence or out of interest, and you need to be working more daily with manifesting and goal setting and what you would do full moon intention wise. So start out with your day with an intention, or your week with an intention. Get more involved in that aspect of your manifesting abilities. So it seems like you don't like routine, though. You don't like rules, and these restrictions are going to seem like, Ashley, why are you telling me I have to do this like more regularly when I don't even like doing it a little bit? Well, because it's just going to be more regular in your life, then it's going to come more naturally. Like for me, I used to do all these rituals and things that, because I did them, they're ingrained in me now. It's not something I have to think about anymore. It's second nature. So anyways, it also seems like you're a bit afraid of loneliness, or some time away from others that'll be coming up, or if it's something you're already experiencing. But then again, you have issues with blending in and merging. So you've created this loneliness by having only a few people around you. And when they're gone and not there, you don't really know who to turn to. So you need to work on balancing this area of your life and getting more connections that are healthy for you, that you can, you know, not be alone when everybody's gone. Really have other people to turn to, or be comfortable with your solitude. I call it solitude, S-O-U-L. And to me, it's just a great time to reflect and enjoy yourself and your presence and your personal power, or you know, where you need work, and just take care of yourself. Anyhow, the more you blend in, though, in your immediate life, the more source will provide for you here. It seems like your energy, you know, you need to contribute more to others in your own area and everything, and create balance. So the more balance and energy that you're putting into your life and situation and the people and projects that you have going on around you and making those to-do lists and getting it all done, because you have your hands in a lot of areas, the more source can provide for you. The energy I actually pulled for you, though, is rest. So take some time to rest and reflect this full moon on all the things you have going on. Make those to-do lists. Maybe look at this as your new moon and intention setting time. And while everything's fully illuminated, you can go ahead and get it all organized so that everything is done well. Because I don't see you spreading yourself too thin. It just seems like you're afraid to, manage and let other people do what they can best around you. So, extend your energy in a different way so that you can take time to rest and reflect. What are you so afraid of? You can create more ease in your life by allowing these people come to your aid and come to their power. Because when we empower people, it's by letting them do what they do best and serve us as we serve them. And, just that routine and consistency I had already mentioned, as I did for Aries. You both need to get that in your life and really work on letting that ease and flexibility come from these gaps in your day and time that you didn't even know you already had because you're not arranging your time. So time management. What you create and do needs to reflect you, not fear. So if you're running out of time and that's going to show. It's going to show in your work. And so be more prepared. If you can't find the time, you need to scale back. But anyhow, make sure whatever you're doing is done with love and that you're happy about it. And if you're not, you're definitely overextending yourself and you're doing beyond capacity. And you want to do things from a place of power, a place of love, and a place of like, I'm happy to do this. I'm happy to serve the world. So make sure what you're doing is with love. Cancer, your turn. And it's a little bit about your mood and getting that in check and under control, or even just recognize how your mood is influencing those around you. Like reality check. You can't act all shitty and crabby and not expect others to feel that energy and receive it and perhaps mirror it. And then you get all bent out of shape that they're acting all crabby patty, and really you walked into the situation that way. They just sort of gave you back what you gave them. And you can't expect others, just to be all roses and sunshine and you have a shitty day. Sometimes they do too. But anyways, it's up to you to get in control of your energy, your happiness. And you seem to just maybe be spread a little bit thin. So you are going to get your happiness back by taking some of your time and energy back from others. So self-love, downtime, recharging, all of that is going to be on your full moon regimen. And the energy I see in yours is the dawn. Yes, it's the dawn of a new day. Each and every day you've got a chance to stand in your power and give your best and do what you can. But don't let one moment of weakness, one bad mood or one attitude out of you ruin or set the tone for your whole day. So go ahead and express that feeling, express that emotion, feel the heal, as I always say, and get it in and get it out. I used to work for somebody and we'd come in to the restaurant with like a sour attitude. She'd be like, walk outside and come back in again. And literally it could just be as easy as that. Like, hello, what are you really that upset about? Why are you acting this shitty? You need to get it together, lady, or dude. I don't know who's watching. Anyways, because it's really affecting everybody. So go ahead and work out those feelings. And then your truth is found in these feelings, these triggers, these wounds, this tiredness. There's truth there. You need to go to that and see where you can align things and get things right for yourself. These full moons illuminate things about us. And right now, it seems to me that it's illuminating your attitude, because it's like you're not taking enough time out for yourself, but you want other people to treat you differently because you do all this stuff. Well, you know what? That's just not enough anymore at the end of the day. It really isn't. And it's up to you to take the time that you need for yourself and scale back in areas of your life or where people are triggering you. Understand that it's affecting you, and they're just mirroring whatever is inside of you. Anyways, do this and you'll be living your truth a little bit more, healing this, working on this. And the more you balance your world, the better you will control your mood swings and happiness. So take your power back. If you're overextending, if you're overdoing it, and, work on those expectations of other people, because you really are that common denominator of why people aren't, gelling with you or that happy around you. Leah, it's your turn. Can you, fit all of you in here right now? Because it seems like from the energy I was picking up, your big head or arrogance is your biggest setback right now. We all need to work. Everybody is doing their part here. And we all have areas in our lives that we're balancing and rearranging. And harmony, it takes two if we want to create this harmony right now. And even you too. It's I don't know, sometimes you do get pretty proud, Leos, and you're not doing the work because you don't even think you have to. And this is not fair for everybody else, actually doing the work. So here's your chance. Focus on yourself. If you want to be the center of attention, be the center of your own world and focus on your own, issues, personal growth, habits, problems, all of that. No one's taking away your crown. It's just people are showing you it needs to be adjusted, it's tilted a little bit. And you need to put in the work to lead the best way that you want to lead and be as proud and loud as you can be. It requires a little bit more work. You're getting a little lazy. But anyways, the energy that came up for you was storm moon. And it's let the lightning strike and ignite a fire under your ass to get to work. I mean, especially if you haven't started already. You may have, and you may be actually, you're being kind of harsh. But then again, you Leos can just you're cat-like. You get interested, you're curious, but then you get interested in something else. You need to just focus. Use those cat-like eyes and instincts to laser in on all the little areas that need to be done and knock them out. Knock them out. Anyways, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm even apologizing in what I wrote here. But, you keep avoiding the work that needs to be done like an elephant in the room. And it's that big ego of yours blocking you from the work. Be wise and make the necessary changes. However, patience is going to be key. Hard work. And it's not going to happen overnight. But your ego is getting in the way of where you will find the most happiness, growth, and potential. So it's just blocking you a little bit, or a lot of it. Anyways, it's just, I might not even be able to tell you this and you receive it. That's just how bad it's blocking you. Hi, Virgo. I mean, I don't know what's going on with you really in your life. I don't know who's following me that's a Virgo, but it seems like your shyness is a shield or a decoy, and it's enabling you to avoid the work that you need to get done because nobody's able to trigger you. You're not even putting yourself out there. And that could just be where the work needs to get done, getting out there, putting yourself out there. But your inner dialogue seems to be the only issue here, and it's brutal, it's unkind, it's got to stop. And it's being played like a broken record, on rewind over and over again. Some of these limiting thoughts and actions aren't mirroring what you really want in your heart, and because thoughts equal action. So you can have all this whatever in your heart, but if you don't have the right vision and mindset and thoughts, you're never going to have the right action. So you need to quit beating yourself up. You aren't making the progress, of course, but you're not putting yourself out there. So you're just getting in this cycle of, well, I never did it. So then now you're going to mentally beat yourself up again. And then when the opportunity presents itself again, you're not going to take it because you were not mentally prepared to do it. So yeah, understand that you kept missing these opportunities or avoiding them for growth, but now you're going to take the next one. Prepare for that. And did it even occur to you that your expectations are just too high? So you keep, dodging these areas for growth because you don't think that's the way you want to do the growth. That's not the package I always talk about. You're getting these gifts and in the box is all these tools and great abundance for growth, but you're scrutinizing it. You're deciding that that's not the package for you. That's not what you wanted. But anyways, You've got to ease up on yourself and get help, perhaps. It's okay to reach out and put yourself out there. This vulnerability is maybe your weakness. And what's the worst? Somebody's going to say no to helping you. The energy card that I actually picked up for you from my Moon Phases deck is the flock. So you do need to put yourself out there and find your tribe, and you will arrive into your power and your purpose a little that much more easily, because you will have a group of people that will help lift you up, motivate you, give you some tools, and come to these realizations that you need to. So the flock showing up here just solidifies everything I already picked up on. Like, you got to quit being shy and really put yourself out there. Call on the squad. Let them come in and help you. You deserve it. Find the courage to open up and be vulnerable. If not with your friends, then who can you be vulnerable with? Like, you've got the wrong group of friends if you can't be authentically broke down and rebuilding in front of them. So I really would suggest that you need to get a better group of friends if that's the case. Or if you have no friends, start building that group of friends, that tribe. I did it really late in life myself. I mean, I was 25 when I was starting to build my girlfriends and the women that I would trust and confide in. So anyways, that's where your real issue is. And yeah, these people need to be the life raft that you cling to. They're there to help you, and you aren't helpless. You're hopeless, really. Like, you're just like, woe is me. And it's the wrong attitude anymore. We don't have time for it anymore. And, you've got to be vulnerable to heal and reveal these wounds within you. Libra, this is your full moon, and it seems like you're still having trouble deciding. And if you can't decide, I'm not sure you ever will. It's like, are you okay with that? Are you okay with settling? This is a lot like Taurus for me, this energy. If so, shut up and stop complaining. Like, if you're going to be complacent and comfortable and not do anything about your situation, then you need to be quiet, and nobody wants to hear it anymore. If not, stand up and do something about it. The power is yours, and it's you need to make a choice, and one step in the right direction is a better step than no step at all, or even one step in the wrong direction is a better step than no step at all, because you will know then, okay, well, that's not the way to go. I'm gonna get out of this, back out of this, and go the other way. It's just better than staying nowhere. I mean, yeah, that works for a kid. Like, if you lose your way, stay in one place, wait for your mom to arrive. Well, you are that mom. You need to go find your kid, which is your happiness, your joy, your life, your passion, whatever it is. So go ahead and move in the direction of your hopes and dreams instead of sitting back when you have so much more to do and give and be. This is the year of do more, be more, give more. Really, I keep saying that all on my platforms. I keep saying that. But it's like, you're going to do that, or you're going to be lazy and complain and wish you did, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Too bad, so sad. I don't really have the patience for a lot of this energy anymore. I don't. So it's really up to you. Are you ready to tap into more and align with your higher self? Follow this calling for more. Allow it to pull you into your destiny. The wolf moon showed up for you. And that really, to me, is another, confirmation that it's time you get raw and howl at the moon. Follow your heart and commit to your higher powers, your truth and your calling, or settle and play the victim. You create your destiny so long as you can choose your own adventure. Now, are you willing to turn the page to 94 and see what's on that page? Or are you like Virgo and you're even afraid to put yourself out there? It seems to me you're more just can't decide. You're on the line. You're riding the fence, and it's up to you. You've got to take that power, and you're afraid of the power almost to decide. And that's sad, because you know the right thing to choose, and you're just not going to do it. Scorpio, you and the moon, and it is time to balance the scales and balance your issues with caution and the way you question others in situations. Are you ready to expose yourself though? You're looking for the secrets and the lies within others, but I think that there are some secrets and lies within you, and you're deflecting by questioning and worrying and being suspicious of others because you don't want them to find them within you. So living more authentically and in your truth, you wouldn't feel so vulnerable or exposed. So you need to work on that. Your issues with trust have surfaced again, causing issues with intimacy or jealousy. And the energy surfacing in your life is centered around perception. So perhaps you're not seeing things or others or situations clearly because you're clouded in an illusionary like world. Like it's full of illusion because it's got some secrets, it's got some lies, and they've been compounded over time, and you're believing them. So you need to really disillusion yourself and acknowledge the truth because it's been hiding in the dark for so long. Really, it is. And I suggest here that you simplify your life and you'll see more clearly the reality of it. What no longer serves you has got to go. What's in the dark has got to be illuminated. It's almost like things in your world are simmering like a pot and the impurities are boiling to the top, but you don't want people to skim them off and see what was in you. And it's unfortunate because there's a lot of growth and beauty in there too. Yeah, there's a lot of shit and dirt, but let it go. Let it come to the top and boil over, and you'll be left a lot cleaner and fuller with happiness and joy and content for your more pure and righteous actions. But don't dismiss the bad shit you've done, the lies you've been holding on to, because you've got to feel to reveal and heal. These wounds are all different for all of us and all the different signs. Sagittarius, hello, my loves. It's you and the full moon now, and it seems like you're spread so thin, and you've overextended yourself, and you're ready to be there and everywhere, and you're running around, but you're low on patience. So you need to ask yourself, where can I scale back? But then remind yourself that you decided to take all of this on. So you can't be mad at the roles you've taken on. I mean, the people, the secondary characters in your situations, because this is a role you chose to take on. Scale back, say no. And if you don't feel joy doing something for someone, then I totally suggest you say no, because the energy exchange is off. There is no good karma to doing something we don't want to do for somebody else. It's just the energy is not right, and it's an obligation or out of coercion. You need to say no. And you'll see the freedom you desire. So I noticed that earlier in the energy, it's like you're spread so thin, but then you're desiring this freedom. Well, so you are in the control here. You have the power here. And if you've been watching my readings at all, for the weekly updates, it's all about taking your power back. Well, you spread yourself so thin. You can just scale back and take your power back, and it's up to you. And then you'll become more and more available through empowered action. If you just let family understand that you're going to say no. That way, when you say yes, they'll really understand that you're going to do your best and give your all. Saying yes all the time is you're just becoming the yes girl, and it's not good. The hare moon here is symbolic of slow and steady growth wins the race. So it signifies resurrection too and rebirth. And it's a time to create a new story, transforming your life. You, the creator of your life and your destiny. And you're not wrong for wanting to take the power back in your life and take the time and energy back from others that you've given away. You just need to say no more often and stand in that power. You can so powerfully say yes at some point in time, but then you regret it. So just say no. It's so empowering to say no. Practice it, please. Hi, my Capricorns. It's hard with you guys because you think you know it all, but I bet you didn't see that coming. Like, did you really think that came across that a person would apologize or even change? Well, that just goes to show you how little you do actually know. The wise people, they know that they know very little, but the little-minded think that they know everything, and that's just not the truth. And you're gonna get more out of life if you can understand that one simple truth, that you don't know it all. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Stop being suspicious, and it's just not really serving you any good. And you're not getting anywhere with this frame of mind. It's almost like it's not pessimism. It's just like you have this fear that is translated into just a real radar that's gone wrong. You think it's right though, and that's what's most disturbing about it. But if you expect the worst, that's just what you're going to get. Your thoughts create reality. So whether you know it or not, you're influencing the less than stellar outcomes that are happening around you. You've got to realize that these thoughts are manifesting. So if you think that person's bad and you think that situation is going to come out bad, or if you think you're going to get, swindled here or there, energy-wise, it's probably going to happen because you're calling it on in a way. So you need to believe in situations and people more. Literally have more faith and more belief. You are capable of correcting this behavior, I would hope, because giving people the benefit of the doubt just seems like something we all need to do. And I don't mean that we need to, respect is given and it's earned, of course, but you shouldn't just not respect someone that because you don't know them and you're suspicious of them and you're going to judge them because your radar is really off. Anyways, you need to just work on your beliefs a little bit more and belief and faith in humanity and others a bit more. The energy I picked up for you was the print. What mark do you want to leave on this earth? A good one or a positive one? So start with positive thoughts instead of the negative ones that you're harboring and internalizing and thinking about the world around you. The doubt and disbelief that you have is not good for anybody or any situation. Purify your mind, your thoughts, and rework the way that you think through situations and arrive at situations. There's no such thing as perfect, but there's always hope that people can, do better and be more. We're all growing, we're all changing, and you need to realize that others in your life are too and give them the benefit of the doubt. Be more optimistic and have more faith in others. Stop belittling them and doubting them. Please, 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 please. Hello, my Aquarius lovers. You people are just so forward thinking that you almost feel alien here. I feel like it's hard for you to express yourself. And that Madonna Express Yourself song came to me and it was just like, you need to express your emotions. You need to come out. They're bottled up and you're bound to get temperamental if you don't release them in a way, or you're bound to a new attitude's going to come out of you. And I got all these songs going on, a new attitude, but you need to let these, self-expressions, all of them burst out of you before it's too late. It's required you express your feelings in healthy ways. You can't live in this alternate world anymore, expressing yourself. The world needs to see this expression because I don't know, is it still the age of Aquarius? Whatever the hell that means. But it's time that we see what you've got to produce and show us and express creatively. You're escaping reality a bit, it looks like. And then the harshness of it will be brutal as you fall back down to earth. So go ahead and share that dream world with us. Share yourself with us, and we deserve to see it. The shedding moon came up for you, and that's a letting go, a letting down of your guard, let down any insecurities, false realities, and when you step into your authentic self around others, expressing your feelings and your truth, you'll see and find that people really receive you well. And then you bring more joy and levity to the room. You bring more dream and creation mode to the room. People need this energy. Quit keeping it for yourself. Everybody needs that. Share with us because it's only hurting you to hold it in. And it's this self-discovery that leads to so much happiness too. The more you share with others and open up and explore your wisdom and gifts and share them with everybody, please. Hi, my little fishy fish, Pisces. It came up as some fear-based energy with you. You need to work on any fear disguised as being overly trusting, though. So avoid any situations that look like a scam or people aren't right, and because you are afraid of doing your own thing that you're entrusting other people and they're not the right people to trust. So go ahead and take your power back there by avoiding that, because it's almost like you're giving away your power so that you don't have to do the real work. So take your power back and do the fucking work. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. You know, you could even be like over trusting in one area to overcompensate in a way. So you feel more secure, but it's not going to work for you. And what you really need to do is, work on any, wishing of a new life. Like, you're giving away your power in a way because you just want to give up, or you're jealous of other people and their life and where they are at, and that's just not healthy for you. Because you need to take your power back. The grass is not greener on the other side. It's just how good and how well you maintain and water it. And when you give away your power, and because you're afraid, that fear is where you need to do the work. And on the other side of fear is great stuff. And really, there's this energy that's surfacing as victimization. And that's not true, because all these things are going maybe wrong for you, or not going in your best favor right now. Think of the common denominator. It's you. So instead of being the victim, arrive at your aid, you know, be the hero. It's time for a new role, hero. I even wrote it there. So your energy card came up as luck, and that to me takes away the work. So I don't so much always believe in luck, but a dose of good karma is going to come your way and boost your sales and energy and help you here, because you probably have been putting in the work, and it's just that you're at a moment of weakness right now, and you're afraid of the next step. But that's okay, because I do see you getting some karmic returns here as luck, and so it's just what you need. And you're getting what you deserve, karma return, and really the life that you want. It's in your hands. It's in your power. I see you as just really afraid right now, and you're giving that power away, and it's going to blow up in your face because you're really trusting some of the wrong people. So go ahead, feel no guilt, no shame as you take that power back and refocus and commit to yourself and your growth and doing the work. No bypassers. I don't want any bypassers. So, you know, water your grass, maintain your yard, and you can look at others, but don't get jealous, because, you know, they could have that astroturf that's fake, and that's bypassing. So go ahead and do the work. I tell you, take your power back and do the work yourself. Don't give it away. Don't sell it. Don't sell your soul. Don't do that. It's not going to work. It's not going to pay off. It's not worth any amount of money.